Children of Gebelawi, also known in English as Children of the Alley, is a 1959 novel by Nobel laureate Naguib Mahfouz. This allegorical narrative explores the lives of people living in a particular alley in Cairo, using the setting to depict the rise and conflict of the world's three major monotheistic religions. Mahfouz faced intense backlash in the Arab world for the novel's content, resulting in violence and harassment after its publication. In the novel's brief preface, Mahfouz acknowledges that while he aims to present an accurate portrayal of the alley's history, he has only personally witnessed its most recent events. The story begins with Adham, the beloved son of the wealthy and powerful Gebelawi, a man who commands great respect and fear from his many sons. However, Gebelawi's eldest son, Idris, defies his father, insulting him and ultimately being cast out of the house in anger. Left to live in squalor and poverty, Idris continues to berate his father from the streets. Seizing an opportunity, Idris seeks to sway Adham to his side by enticing him into a plot against Gebelawi. While Adham resists, Idris has more success with Adham's wife, Umayma. He convinces her that Gebelawi's will, which may hold the key to their inheritance, is hidden in his private chamber. Doubtful of their loyalty being rewarded, Umayma persuades Adham to break into the room and steal the will. When Gebelawi catches them, he banishes both Adham and Umayma from the house. Forced to move to the nearby alley, Adham and Umayma fall into disgrace and poverty, while Idris revels in his success, celebrating his triumph in drunken revelry. As Gebelawi ages, he retreats further into his mansion, shutting himself off from the cries of his descendants. Meanwhile, life in the alley deteriorates, as bullies use violence to dominate the weak, and the privileged few live in luxury while the rest endure harsh conditions. Witnessing the suffering around him, Gebelawi's grandson, Gebel, a snake charmer, decides to act. He gathers a following and leads them out of the alley, establishing a new, law-bound society where harsh but fair rules govern their lives. Gebel's unwavering commitment to justice and his incorruptible nature make him a formidable and effective leader, albeit one who is uncompromising in his methods. One of Gebelawi's grandsons, Rifaa, is the son of a carpenter and beloved by the people for his kind and approachable nature. Unlike his relatives, Rifaa has no desire for wealth or power and remains distant from worldly affairs. While in the desert, Rifaa hears a voice calling to him, his grandfather's voice, urging him to tap into his inner strength to save the people. However, Rifaa cares only for the spiritual well-being of others, not for his grandfather's estate. He returns to the alley to preach love and forgiveness, but his purity and innocence offend the powerful men there, who drag him back to the desert and murder him. His followers, inspired by his teachings, begin to spread his story and claim a portion of the alley for themselves. The third grandson, Qaasim, is a shrewd businessman who amasses great wealth. He uses his fortune to raise an army and strives to restore order in the alley, taking back land to impose Gebel's strict justice. Qaasim is an inspiring leader, but he succumbs to his desires and takes many wives. His intolerance for differing beliefs and ideas eventually leads to the downfall of the order he created, as his regime collapses after his death. Lastly, a magician named Arafa emerges. With so much time having passed since anyone heard from Gebelawi, Arafa dismisses the old man's return as a fantasy. Believing that magic is the only way to lift the people from their suffering, he perfects his magical abilities. Determined to unravel the mystery of Gebelawi, Arafa uses his magic to break into the mansion, inadvertently killing Gebelawi in the process. The alley is thrown into mourning and rage. Realizing the gravity of his actions, Arafa intensifies his studies, hoping to one day gain the power to resurrect the old man. Unfortunately, his magical knowledge is twisted and exploited by the strong to oppress the people. Arafa attempts to destroy his work, but his final notebook, containing formulas for happiness and progress, is recovered. Young men begin studying his magic, dreaming of using it one day to save the world. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.